little bit.
The top one.
Logged into Canva if you're not already logged in. Does anybody need help with Canva at the moment? Log in, any questions? Yes, I do.
You have it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I have it. How about we go with, okay, I'm gonna push it.
I can hold on to them, yeah.
Do you see our share?
I think we're logging a couple of people in and we'll get started in just a second. Again, need help with Canva and anything right now, we're kind of just working through those troubleshooting issues.
So it won't let me in.
What's that?
I can't get logged in,
Oh, yeah.
even though it saved my password when I was in before. It's not website.
All agents, teaching agents, that kind of.
She's referring to the Canva, correct?
Oh, that's.
Oh, she does. Oh, she doesn't need.
Yeah, I mean, this
Just
is it.
tell her to-
This is what I signed in for last week. It's what I wrote down.
Yeah. She'll sign into your grade.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta start there. That's what kind of would be the first time.
Okay, then it will, then I'll reset it.
How's that?
So. This is the.
Oh, yeah, right. You guys are.
I honestly, we were in Florida, so I didn't mess with it at all.
Yeah, so when mine got.
Okay, so you either need to have.
Save those passwords.
I think.
No problem. Thank you.
You're gonna need it for everything, you might as well.
Now I see why you got a new phone, because you need a room for it.
Yes, right, I know.
What?
Oh, no. Already
Basically, the wolf is selected.
Well, I shouldn't have deleted what I had.
3 people are in there. I'm letting 4 people in real quick. Hold
I don't know
on.
what that's also need to do.
Oh, so in a minute, so say, what do you have? I like that. There you go.
I didn't even know it was supposed to be like.
What's the
today.
stuff
I
on
just have
the
my
computer?
class and I
Just finally had that.
Hey.
It's like a class.
So, how about we-
And then I get up at 5.
So now.
I'm just saying, I don't want to. Are you either take something I need, and I just need to go to the gym.
Thought we were
Quiet.
getting us something significant.
My boss
This is
is
from-
wearing out this now, but.
Try that one though. It should still work. I mean, either way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2 years. I mean, okay. It's good. It's, I mean, going well. It's in there.
So this was to get into greenhouse, right?
Yep,
Which you actually are using Canva, right?
yeah.
You can start writing Canva too. But you would have had to do this in.
So I
So
will.
you're okay. So, but.
This is, I should have on that.
Yeah, that I don't, luckily.
Mine. So this is just mine that I paid for.
And then.
Well,
So-
You're gonna.
yeah.
Say.
Points.
You can say.
Softball.
It's like a whole, so I actually.
Say,
No.
Yeah. Do what you want.
Right away. I mean, all of it.
You're gonna with work.
Yes.
That's okay.
No, I got my license today.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have that.
Oh, God.
I sent it
Yes. Unless it's been. They didn't want.
That extra. Yes, it's probably what you just.
I can't.
I really thought you were cheating. Like my kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm.
It's like that.
I've lost them before.
Yeah.
So like us for couples are fine, we don't need all that. I don't need it.
They already have that person coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Good. Okay. Does anyone else need help logging into their account? I think Audra.
I mean, I like all of the computer now. You know what I mean?
That'd probably be helpful.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah.
And then I think.
Yeah.
That was three. But, so. I'll tell you what your company is. And then, so right now you're. When you wanna go back.
So you just talk.
Oh, yeah.
The best way is your email.
Yeah.
I know, I'm being listing myself.
Through this email.
Company.
Yeah.
Yes, because theoretically, so enterprise is higher than Canva Pro. Stop paying Pro, but still keep that account, and so then anytime you want to get something from it, but you can start transferring here, because this has tons of templates. Too, and anything you order print, you get 10%. You know, automatically, but I'm gonna.
Because of all those.
So, yeah,
Sure.
That was actually very easy.
yeah, it's not, I mean, once we learn how to know, it is.
Once you give them
But
greenhouse.
they give you so many
Yeah.
choices, like how you have to choose work email, have to choose that SSO, right?
The new one.
I got stuck at the very last thing.
I mean, the integral.
Like today, these like. Yeah.
Are you still?
So I was working with it on an L last night and he was like, oh my God, I don't know. And so, let's see anywhere. I got to the very last
Sticking.
and
Wait, that's gonna be like.
maybe not.
That's bad, just school.
Well, no, it is.
All right, anyone else need help? Here you go.
Amy's got.
One last step to complete.
Your
Your
business card?
So,
They might have been sent to you.
this is what the thing was, the Google Authenticator.
I think.
So I went to Google. And then it said next, right? Do you know what?
You know.
So next. So I did that and it said code, I'm like, where?
Close everything up?
How?
Oh, we're at the,
Go back.
Blue Sky.
Yeah,
now she's.
So I like.
Yeah, but to the north off of Pacific,
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know the name of it, but I know it's all there.
But she's got in Owens,
Via Farina's a restaurant.
Yeah. Should have find a different restaurant.
And she goes like.
Yeah.
Via Farina's.
I did download.
Are you just meeting somebody over there?
So, yeah, but.
Playing with AI this. So I did this.
SOW.
Oh, I see.
Not just the over there. Because there's the building when you pull in and then this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
There.
She's gonna present.
Yes, say now.
Next.
So I
downloaded
Video, like this happened. It looks like this.
Well,
No, you're good. We're trying to figure it out too.
It's just.
I know I did it. It's not.
It is.
There, right there. Yeah.
Wait, are we not?
So that's what, so I see.
I was like,
No, please,
actually, I said they're there and it
We all.
started.
Looks like that's what.
730.
That's really.
It's
Getting to this part.
You can just. Still. That's all. Pick up the computer now.
Oh, yeah.
But I never even. Oh.
Shit.
And then it'll list.
Oh, yeah, it's okay, yeah, I'm, so, yeah, and then, I wonder if I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. August.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do.
And it'll.
Like a-
Or the video.
Oh, that's weird.
About.
They're fine.
Whatever the first problem is.
He's my person.
Everyone, we have a couple people working through some or not issues, working through their sign-ins, but we're gonna go ahead and get started.
I have issues.
The
word.
Okay.
If you are still working through those things, feel free to keep focusing on that, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into our content for today. Feel free to ask questions as we go. The intent today is basically just to help you guys, if you haven't gotten logged in and get started with Canva, to log into that new enterprise account, see what's available and kind of work through some of those learning curves that comes with learning on a new platform. And then we're also gonna go over at the end, just general social media and AI guidelines for real estate, with social media and AI being on the forefront of kind of everything right now. It's good to just have a refresh on those items. So we're gonna jump right in. So I kind of wanted to go over real quick because I know a lot of us have questions on how to share your designs from your old account to your new account. I don't know if we need to necessarily go through this here, but I can, I was just gonna share a design from one of my old accounts to the new one, just to show you guys how that works. So this is, let's see, let me make it.
No, you won't.
Okay.
I know.
All right, so this is my old account. So I've got all my designs on here that I want to be able to share with my new account. So what I'm gonna do is go into the action design, and this is on the handout as well. If I'm going to quickly, I'll still slow down. But you're gonna go into the design, and then you're just gonna click share on the top right corner here. And you're able to add people or groups to have access to that design. So you're gonna type in your email that's connected to your Canva, which is your greenhouse email. So for me, that's lindsay.titus@bhgrealestate.com. Make sure I'm giving myself editing access and send notification, and then I share. So what I'm gonna do is go back home. Well, I'm gonna exit out of this design, go back to the home page, and this little icon here in the left corner lets me toggle back and forth between, excuse me, between my accounts. So I'm gonna open that up, hover over my name and email, and then go into my new account, which is Titus@bhgrealestate.com. And I'll see a notification here. And, oh, see, this happened last time. I have to make sure I'm in the correct. Okay, so let me clarify what I just did there. So you won't have to do this if you don't have the team set up. But you can add your new account into a team with your old account if you have a paid subscription. So I'm sorry, let me back up. That was jumped a step there. So let me go back to my old account. So I signed up for a trial because I didn't have a paid subscription so that I could transfer things over. But basically I added myself into a team with my new account. So anything that I share, I can share directly to that team. But I have to remember, so I shared the design, I go into the new one, and I have to make sure I'm on the correct team. So it's gonna default to the Better Homes Gardens team, so that's just all of the realtors in real estate that have access to this. And you won't see it there. So you have to go back into the icon, hover over teams, and then make sure you switch into the Lindsay Titus team.
Every time.
Every time you share.
Okay.
But what you can do is, so I got the notification, oh, we shared this poster. So what I can do is, because this design is still owned by my old account. So if I go into my old account and decide I'm just gonna delete everything, this design goes as well. So what I'm gonna do is create a copy to keep this safe. You don't have to do this, but it is an option. So I'm gonna make a copy. And this copy is owned by the new account. An easy way to tell is, let's see, I go here to projects. So this is the one I shared. There's two icons here. that means that my old account, which is this one, if you click on it, it'll like, here, let me have- it says owner. So my old account is the owner, and then I'm able to edit. But the one that I copied doesn't have those icons, so that means that even if I delete this one, this design will disappear, but this one, your old account can't touch. And I believe you can transfer it into your new. Maybe let's test that.
And real quick too, you don't have to create that team. You don't have to sign up for that free trial account. You can do that if you want to move over more things at once. If you don't care about moving them over at once and just as you need them, then you can just go up, put in your new email, and it'll send straight to it, to the BHG real estate one. And then you'll still get that notification and you can still just add it into your account.
Without it
So
being pro.
without having, it doesn't have to be pro to move from it, and you don't have to move it to a team. You can just move it to your
You
new
do
account.
have to move it. You have to
You have to
physically
move it.
move what you want.
What you want, yeah, if what you wanna move, but like, I've been doing it like kind of as needed, and it's.
So are there limitations if you don't have the trial? Is that what I'm understanding?
So if you don't have the trial, the limitation would be you can't go in and select multiple things at once to move over. Is that correct?
Okay.
Yeah, so, if you, the advantage to having the subscription is that you can share it folder instead of just a file. So you can then put everything in a folder.
Which
and
would
share
be
that.
easier and faster, but
So that's where a free trial would, that's what you're
Yeah,
saying.
just don't
would be
forget-
beneficial.
to cancel your trial.
But as far as like working it and having access to all the different accessories or whatever, anything that you would need, there's no limitation on that, really?
You mean like the.
Like pro.
Features?
Yes.
Yeah, no, limitation.
Enterprise is actually a level up from pro.
Yeah.
And you get like 10% off all your print orders if you order from Canva through your
Nice.
enterprise BHG
Yes,
account.
Sheila.
How's it going?
I just have a question on, we were just talking about organizing Canva and creating folders. If I move something into a folder, it still stays like in my projects,
Yes.
like on the front screen. So if you deleted it there to kind of clean that up,
Yeah.
does it then delete it out of your folder or?
It
the same?
does. I
Okay.
don't love how that displays. So if you look, you go to like our big account here.
Is there an option to hide those?
Always.
You can hide it, but I think it'll hide in the folder.
Yeah.
So, okay, so like this design right here is in a folder, so it just shows that here, like presentations and slides. So I don't love that at all, kind of close together at the bottom
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Any more questions about sharing? And I'm available to help.
Yeah. Has anyone started to do that? Has anyone started to like migrate their designs over?
Yeah, we just did, but I'm not sure what he did.
Okay. Well, okay, so maybe another
need to-
start to finish, if you could just
Yeah.
show that.
Yeah, okay, let's do another design, and I'll just I will just do it with the example of like if I didn't have a team. Just a really simple transfer. Okay, so I want to move this design over. I'm going to go into the design. I'm going to click share on the top right corner. I'm gonna go to add people or groups, and then I'm gonna share it with my new account. BHGrealestate.com. Make sure it says edit and make sure that, your name, and then select send notification and share. And then you won't be able to see your icon from the design, so go back to the Canva homepage. Click on the icon and jump over to your new account. And you will see right here that you shared the design with yourself, and then it's right there. You see the dual ownership on the top right there with those two icons, so you.
I have a question. I love how your one icon isn't your initials. Did you upload like a different photo?
It's connected to my Google, so that's my Google.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, yeah, oh, I guess same with me. Mine's like my picture.
Yeah.
So then that might be, if someone did that too, it's less confusing than having two
Yeah.
sets of initials.
Yeah, that's a good point. So Audrey was saying like, for anyone on Zoom, It's hard to differentiate sometimes, so this was a picture because, so when I log into Google with this, I have like a Google profile set up. So when I open Google up and I do like it's not gonna let me do it because I'm already logged in. So this is a Google profile I have set up with my work email. And you can go
Change the
I don't remember how to do this. There is a way to change, manage profile. There we go. So I think you can. There we go. There's, okay. So I'm in Google, logged in with my email. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do, oh no, I just had it. Hover over here and manage my profiles. This is the one that's gonna Canva. I put the 3 dots and I edit. And then you can pick an avatar over here. So that just, if you want to differentiate, so it's like a cute little picture, I want the full dragon instead. You can save that and then I think it'll change in Canva. Maybe refresh, but yeah, so that's a good visual start. Any other questions on sharing? No, otherwise we can move on to that next. All right, no questions. If they do come up, let me know. Okay, so we're gonna jump into some, just some like diving into what Canva Enterprise has to offer. Let me go back to my slide. All right. So if anyone who's used Canva Pro before, has anybody kind of used that? A lot of us. Okay, great. So the cool thing is Canva Enterprise is actually a step above Canva Pro. So you have everything that's available to you with Pro, plus some additional features. So actually, so this is kind of like a little bit of a breakdown here. So you still have access to like the background remover tool, those premium. So like whenever you go in and there's an image, it's got a little crown. So if you can't use this unless you're a premium, you can use those. You can use, they have a lot of good like music. If you just need like generic music for a reel, you can use that. So that's all included. And then in addition to that, Enterprise also offers some things like, let's see, the main thing is a 10% discount on all print orders. So if you order business cards or flyers or, I don't know, handouts for your open house, you get a 10% discount if you order that through Canva. So that's a great part of that. You're also able to use their AI. So if you go in and you press the Canva AI tab, you can say, generate an open house real estate poster. And it'll give you some design options that you can kind of use as a launching pad if you don't want to start from scratch. So those are some great tools. So there's just a lot of really great tools here. Some of the really great features are going to be the assets that Better Homes has given us through this. So if you go into your Canva and you're logged in, let's explore. Let's explore like some of the assets that the brand has given us. So again, some menu.
I was just gonna ask, has anyone else, I mean, I know from a brokerage standpoint, we've printed through Canva, but anyone else? Has anyone printed business cards or anything like that?
We do, you have to be careful. That was good.
What was that?
It's you have to be careful on your order. We've learned with business cards, Canva likes to move stuff around at the end.
I never, we can do a whole little session on that too. I never have them automatically fix it.
Yeah,
We don't do that.
We decline that.
I can show you, if you are ordering from Canva, my biggest thing I do is look at that little arrow that shows you how it's looking. You definitely have to look at the bleeds and the safety zone for anything you're doing. But yeah, and don't let them automatically move it. If it says adjust these 5 errors, don't have them do it because they do it poorly. And then, but I always make sure, and if it's completely centered, like on the proof, that they're giving you. And then say you get it back and it's totally off, but you can see on your print what you ordered that it's not how they say it'll be. I mean, their chat, they're really good. They'll
Don't they
refund
reprint it?
you, they'll send you new ones. They're very responsive. You can't call them, they're in like Australia, but you can chat them and they will make it right.
Yeah, they're very good about that. I've learned if we order through them to download like the proof or the PDF first, because then I've gone back to that and they have been like Audrey said.
Yeah.
And the
Super
other
helpful.
real key, business cards especially, but other things too, just make sure your font is at least like 8 point. If you do it 5, you'll get them back and you can't read it. Like on screen, you can read it, but you can't really read it. I mean, 5 point is super small. So I've just started saying has to be 8 point at the smallest. I like to use at least 10 for like an email, bigger for the phone number even. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you ever want to like, go through that too, I'm happy to help. But yeah,
But 10% off, that's a big deal.
that's a big deal. And you can choose like, I always do like premium soft touch. I have samples, the matte, the glossy, they all look good. Lorena just got hers. They're sitting right there with the rounded corners. They look awesome, I think. Those are from Canva. And, I do note cards a lot from there, announcement cards. They're definitely way less expensive.
Do they do, is it
Like-
muted?
What?
Is it like, not muted, but, well, matte,
This is the,
matte,
you
not
can order
muted, oh my
matte,
God.
but this is matte with the soft touch or the soft touch finish. Which I like.
Sorry, I segued us,
Sorry.
but no,
That's
that's okay.
okay.
But that's a great, I mean, Audra's your go-to,
Yeah,
she has a
yeah.
lot of experience.
Yeah, I order from them a lot.
I like that. Question.
Yes,
yeah.
thank you. Okay, so quick question from the chat. So Max is asking, is there a way to migrate logos, save photos, fonts and colors? Or would you have to save and re-upload everything one by one? So we are looking into this. At the moment, I believe you have to save and upload one by one. But we were looking through the materials and it mentions that only brand admins can do that. So we're looking into whether like we as a brokerage and then maybe like a representative from your team can become brand admins and then load your brand kits in. We're not sure if that's a possibility, but we are looking into it.
One thing that Lindsay did though, that I find very helpful is how you did all. Yeah, so for all of our logos, she went through and named them all. And then, so
Thank
she can send out the link to those and then you can download them. So then what you would do is go to your uploads. You can select all of those and upload them all at once.
And I can do it real quick here.
And then once you do, they're not gonna be in your brand kit, but they're gonna be in your uploads. And then because she named them, they'll be super easy to search for, like green bug, black logo, black horizontal logo,
So
green
let's see.
vertical
So
logo.
You go here to upload file. Okay, sorry, a little faster. So I'm in a design here and I'm in upload. So go to upload files and I've got this.
And we can send out like a link or a folder or
Yes,
of all.
yeah, well, I'll send a link out to the logos.
Oh, yeah.
There it is, and I'll send these. So they're all named, bug, green, horizontal,
better.
transparent, vertical. So you can just select all those guys,
Open,
open, and they populate in here.
Oh my God.
all there.
So now, if I search like, what is
Green
it?
bugs,
Gray.
or, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe it's still uploading. Question for you, Lindsay, are you able to create a folder in your uploads to, you know what I mean?
Just have the logos.
Doesn't know that's it.
And,
It says folders right
so,
there.
so when you. I think if you were able to do that, it would be under your, so let's see. So the question was if you're able to put uploads into a folder. So I know when you're home, I think it's home. Or maybe
It'd be nice if it has the listings, certain listings.
So the brand kit is from the national.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
The national.
So it doesn't have our DBA on there.
Yes.
But I just got in touch with their head of marketing and I'm asking if our team can upload like our existing presentation templates and things like that. That's just accessible to the Good Life group. So that'll be a nice follow-up. I have an answer for you there. But this is a great starting point, get you started with our logos.
Yeah. Yeah.
She sends it.
They're not, so they're not in, because they all automatically go.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you upload them.
Max, I hope that answered your question. If not, feel free to, pop in chat. But yeah, okay. So let's move into, let's see, I think we're gonna just explore a little bit of what the brand has to offer. So, like Sarah pointed out, this is the, like the brand's, like basic
National.
branding assets, excuse me. So it still has some really great stuff you can use. So if you go into brand, it's on the left here. Oh, I'm in my other team. Make sure that you're in the Better Homes team here. Okay. So these are all the brand kits that automatically are loaded in with your login. So
I am making a sign though that has our Good Life group
yeah, like this
thing,
little
so we'll,
graphic here.
yeah, we're gonna make one. I already made it, actually. I just need to send it out to Lindsay.
Yeah.
That you can use.
Yeah.
Instead of the one that doesn't have the Good Life
Yeah.
group.
But if you go in and explore, so I mean, these are all of the brand logos. It doesn't say Good Life Group, but there's the brand logos are in there. These are the colors we use. So they have the colors, all of the fonts. It doesn't say the font name, but these are uploaded so that if you're in a design and you add a text box, these just will populate in there for you. This brand voice is really great to look over. It's kind of how the brand presents itself. You know, if you want to align yourself with how the brand is speaking and you know, they use a lot of editorial things. They want to be approachable and aspirational. That's a really great way. You can also try your brand voice in a design. You can use AI to, you know, hey, try the brand voice with an open house flyer and inviting people, and it'll kind of give an example of that. The photos are fantastic. So they provided just over here. So these are all not stock photos, but photos that the brand has provided that are in alignment with our brand voice. So, I mean, there
are tons of great ones.
Yeah, just, I mean, there are people, there's, kind of, this looks like a realtor, there's homes, kind of anything that you might need. There's this like office looking one. So there's some really great photos in there. I mean, we can use stock photos, but I mean, these are just so aligned to the brand. Those are great for a look through. Graphics, it's got that yard sign, we're adding our own. The icons area is also really cool. So, I mean, there's keys. I think there's like a pet one. Yep, there's keys here.
Oh, I like that one.
I love those too, where I love how you can like choose the open house one, bring it into your design.
Yeah.
And like put it on a float
Yeah.
flyer and like tilt it. And then you can change the background color. You can change the font if you want.
Yeah.
I just think it's a nice, like, say you have your listing flyer and you are having an open house, you can just add that bug to it. And
Yeah, so like, I mean, if you're in a design here, you just go into the brand tab here and you can go down to like, okay, photos, this one looks really great. Let's use that one. And then you size it however you'd like. And then you can go down to icons. And this is what Audra was saying, but like if I want to do an open house.
Oh, that's.
and you can resize it, you can rotate it, you can make it a green background or whatever,
Yes.
a different green, like more of our Good Life Group green.
So like when I click on that, mine says, ask your administrator to add brand assets.
Are you in the correct? You might be in your old team. Make sure you're in the right.
Yeah, mine's.
Yeah, you have to always make sure you're
You're
in.
in.
See.
Okay.
No, I am in my right
You
team.
are? Okay, we'll have to, maybe I'll address.
We're so sorry, man. We were gonna talk to you.
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
I'll say team.
Like I have a video I wanna upload to wherever.
Yeah, is that?
Right, and I wanna put my live.
There's a lot of.
Yeah.
For
Those in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, So Lisa's question is if you wanna add a frame that you can just drag and drop the video into, right? Yep, so you just, it's right where it used to be, you just go hover over elements, and then you can just type in frame. And then these are the ones that have like kind of the stock image, those are placeholder frames. You just select that guy, and then this can hold any video, any photo. So like if I go to my and I wanna use this photo, Shelby, you can just drag it in and it automatically
I
sizes
guess
it.
I'm sorry, I wasn't specific enough, like,
Oh, I'm
that
sorry.
were pre, no, that's my fault, that were like a pre-design, like.
Oh, like a template?
Maybe so, that would like, that would be a template frame, maybe, I don't know what to call it, that I would have just kind of like.
I just leave that.
Frame.
I don't necessarily have those.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
That's a
It
great
yeah,
idea.
needs to be compliant if you could just drop it in there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I know they have, and maybe this,
And
are you talking about like
Create it.
brand templates, like these ones here on the side, or you, or are you thinking something?
You know what, I'll play around with it more.
Okay,
Formulate
sorry, I
question.
think I just like.
No, I didn't say branded, so. Not wrong.
Cool, okay,
What?
yeah, well, let's see, I think,
Wasn't logged in right.
anything else here we can kind of jump
I
into? So
don't-
that's the residential brand kit. They do have a brand kit for commercial and distinctive collections. So those don't have as many, but I mean, the logos are still in there in the colors as well as the fonts.
We didn't have the right team.
Can you add different colors?
You can use, it's not like free chat where you can't use them. It won't add it to the brand kit, but I mean, I can like.
Yeah.
Go and shoot, we can do whatever color I want on there. Yeah, it'll just show like. So if I wanted to do. Here we go. So yeah.
Remember, anytime you really want a square though, you can just hit an R and it'll pop right in. For rectangle.
Lisa's.
Same, if you
Big
want
copy.
text, you can just hit a T, if you want a circle, you can just hit a C.
No.
Yeah.
What you were saying?
Yeah. These are the brand colors, but then the rest is.
So if you're in a design, and you, like, so if she just hits R, it'll bring in, if she hits C, it'll bring in a circle. If you hit T, it'll bring in a text box.
I didn't.
So
know that.
I-
So you don't have to hit Alt, you don't have to hit Shift, you just hit R, T, C.
Just clicking.
Even though it's a square, you have to hit R for rectangle.
It's about-
Yeah.
Time savers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good amount of what is available. The templates are also fantastic.
Yeah, I'll
Um,
show them the, like the flyers, their.
Yeah.
So they're in residential. Sorry. Okay, so when you're in this design tab, these brand templates, brand templates on the side are fantastic. So it'll show kind of a sneak peek of the design and the name, and then also what it's intended to be. So Instagram post the 4:5 ratio. One specific thing we talked about last time is their brand book. So if you type in brand book, pops up right here. This is a like, I'm gonna apply all 16 pages. Okay, so this is like a gorgeous book that they designed and printed. You can use this as a jumping off point if you want to, and like apply your own branding. I mean, you can put a.
What tab are you under? I'm sorry.
It's just called brand book.
So like if you start, okay, say you start a new design and say you wanna do a flyer.
Yep.
Then you can search in brand templates for like just listed
Yeah.
flyer. And they're amazing, like the,
Yes.
so whatever you wanna do, there are listing presentations that we could then combine. So there's like a 23-page listing presentation.
Well. Yeah, so I mean, it's, you can,
Thing.
No, this is reading. No, so go create.
people working through, that's okay. So yeah, I mean, you can use these, you can change them, you can do whatever you'd like, just to, utilize the designs that they've already created.
So then you go to templates.
So like if I.
Look how cute their Facebook account.
Oh, and then we can show them how they can connect it. So that if they do a flyer, their
Yeah,
open house.
we weren't-
Yeah, Great point. Okay, so, thank you. So you are able to also connect this to the MLS, which is
That's why I kept
fantastic.
doing.
So let's walk through.
Because I'll explain.
Um, So if I wanted to create, let's create an open house flyer.
You can manipulate.
Open house flyer.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go into design and let's see if they have it. Open house, see what they got. Okay, so this is a pre-made design. They have open house flyer. So what I can do is go into this right here. It's called apps, and this is where you can connect other apps. And I think is it anywhere?
Anywhere, RE, so search for
Anywhere
anywhere.
RE, it's gonna be this little, like star icon. So if you click into that, it will, and I think it'll let you connect to your account. So you can connect your anywhere leads. So again, this is gonna be kind of
This is awesome.
your greenhouse.
This is your same greenhouse password, your same BHGRE real estate email. I just got Amy's in, but it's hard because, yeah.
I have specific one.
Where's it at?
Up there. You go to apps. Yep, go to apps. And then go to, just search for anywhere. And then choose that, and then click that, and then hit. You were reading.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to find that.
And then connect.
I think it might automatically.
See, like Mike's automatically.
Yeah. So like, because we're not realtors,
Yeah.
that might be why it's.
So then he, all of a sudden, Amy and Mike both now have like all of our listings, and we can search by, so we can search by.
Oh, my.
So then, so then if, you know, and it has.
These are all my listings.
Right, they're all.
Yeah,
so
these are all
we're-
my
Oh, never mind, it is still asking.
They're all mine.
That's awesome, because you
So I
can,
think.
search by date, search by him, or you just go. Search by his.
No, I say yes.
Oh, it's
No, I often do not. I'm feeling cocky though right now. Oh, but.
What does that look like?
Are you going under?
But okay, but get your.
Try to find someone else.
It's been minutes since I was.
So it's, just type in Instagram.
And I did.
No, I just have some land.
Wait, you need to be, like, go to apps.
I'm in the wrong one.
This is struggle so real.
Got me.
I think.
That's
I
the,
wonder if you just have to do that.
Okay, so now.
my, once I get done.
Yep, so then go to apps.
Make
sure you're in
Yes,
apps.
yeah.
Yeah, out anyway.
So.
I haven't-
Why do you want?
So yeah, I know we're still figuring that out, but
That's the name of.
I'm not able to connect.
And I have the flyer.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
What's that?
Yeah.
So these templates,
Then that's
go-
where it
what do they-
prompted,
what are they doing? Why do they?
Are
need
we
it?
emailing it like
Is that for
to?
emails?
Simon, there you go, so now.
How do you pull it into WeChat to email it?
And
Oh, I see what you're saying.
How many more classes are we gonna get? My
The
question.
sheet ones that you can do are your next, so. all
Yeah.
those are your list.
No, that's-
Yeah,
Right.
so now,
You can try.
like, if you had.
Oh, great question. Yes, thank you.
I could not figure it out, so then I was reverting to the view.
Alright, so real quick, guys, I'm gonna address it.
Actually, that makes sense.
If you're
I
getting
did,
somebody
I'm
else.
too, I was like, I can't figure this out.
Because I'm rechatting, you can only send your click.
Get back in. So the discussion was on being able to view other people's listings. So this, I believe, limits you to your own listings through this. On ReChat, you were able to access other people's listings. Another question was how to connect these to, like, pull them into ReChat. So ReChat and Canva don't at the moment talk to each other, so there's no way to integrate them, unfortunately. However, we're looking at building out a lot of these templates in ReChat so that they're available there as well. And then you can always create a social media design, download it as a PNG or JPEG image file, and then you can upload that into your Canva and just drop it.
So you can upload it like.
Or I'm
photo.
sorry, your ReChat.
Like in the WeChat, you can upload it like a
figure
photo.
this out.
Or, like, here's my thing, unless if you're doing a mass email, start in ReChat. It's easier. If you're doing a mass email for like a current listing, that's when you would use ReChat. When would you use Canva? If it's not something you're gonna mass email, if it's something you're gonna print out to have at your listing, if it's an open house flyer, you're gonna have at your listing, things you would print out that you want, listing presentations, everything like that, then I would use Canva. Reach Out, I would more think of as using it for sending it out to the masses, if that makes sense.
Well,
Well, sometimes,
just one, a workaround that just came to my mind. You know, if you are hosting an open house for another realtor and you wanna come up with a great flyer in Canva, it would require the other person helping you a little bit, but what they could do is they could go into their Canva, you know, pull up a flyer and share it with
Yeah.
the person hosting it. That's still.
Or you can just go old school.
The roundabout old
Photo
school
and
way
put it on
is you have the info and you use a template and you type in their,
Yesterday.
you know, you type in their, address and square, just the main things. It's not like it has a ton on it.
Yeah.
It's more copying and pasting, but you can do it.
Yeah.
I just figured if I made that and I was gonna print it out and I wanted to just also share it in Reach Chat, like I just didn't know how to figure out how to. I obviously save and download, how to pull it in and Reach Chat and just shoot off that one.
Yeah. I
That
can
would
go,
Email, yeah.
I can, go through that.
Okay.
Figure that out. I'm gonna walk through this again, so those on Zoom, thank you for your patience, they're having a hard time hearing over the, discussion. So they just requested to walk through again how to connect anywhere. So, so you're at your homepage on Canva. You can hover over here and go to the tab called Apps. You're gonna click on that. And then there will be a search bar here that says Search Apps. You're gonna search Anywhere, and then RE. And it should be this first one that comes up with the red star. You're gonna click on it. And then it will ask you to use, if you want to use.
Choose new
design, existing, so that's just asking where you want to use the MLS information, so I'm just gonna put in a random thing here. Okay, create new design. So it'll pull up in this sidebar here. I'm not able to log in because I'm not a realtor. I can't connect my account. I don't have MLS listings, but this will,
So the realtors in the room, it's popping up all of their listings.
Yes. And what you'll do is, it'll either, for some people, it's auto connecting your MLS, which is fantastic. For other people, if it hasn't done that, you're just gonna go connect and that's just gonna have you log in through Greenhouse. But when that does happen, on this side here, it'll have your listings, your MLS listings. You can grab photos from that listing. You can grab the square footage, the number of bathrooms, all of that information, and you can put it into the design, if that makes sense. Yeah. All right, well, we've got about 12 minutes left. I was gonna just run through just some basic guidelines for compliance, which is such a fun topic, but really important to know. So give me 1 second, just gonna run back to my slideshow here, and then we can walk through these kind of quick and just kind of breeze through.
Real quick, are we uploading those as attachments to the Zoom?
Yeah,
I can do
right
it.
up.
Oh, you did it. Okay, sorry.
No, you're set.
Okay.
Thanks for- Okay, so, I know, there are some great things that we've been able to do with AI and, social media, like virtual staging, all that sort of, things. But I do know that the commission has been kind of cracking down on compliance and just with how prevalent it is, just making sure that people are, doing what they need to do. So, great, one thing to clarify is that they define advertising as all forms of identification, representation, promotion, solicitation, disseminated in any manner and by any means to the public for any purpose to license real estate activity. So social media messages, a brokerage promotion, reels and videos, post, even Snapchat messages. I don't know who's Snapchatting the clients. If you are, that's great. But yes, those also have to be branded. So we're gonna go through what that. So let's see. This would even apply to something like when an agent, you use social media and you say, hey, I've got a great listing at this place for sale. You're gonna have to clarify it's the brokerage name. Promoting your services, radio ads, even like video ads and reels. So let's see. So these are the basic rules here. So make sure that advertising is under direct supervision of your broker. So I mean, you guys are, using our social media policies. Kind of gone through that a little bit. Don't be misrepresentative. Yep, or deceptive, excuse me. Make sure you're presenting your properties the way they should be presented. Make sure it's done with the owner's permission of the property. And that this is the main point today. The advertising displays the name of the brokerage as adjacent to or more prominent than the salesperson. So this is why, like, when we make our signs, our logo has to be bigger than the agent name. It's just a compliance issue. So we don't have a one click away rule in Nebraska. So some states have it, and I should have checked Iowa's. I will check on that. But some states have it where, if you have the post and you can access in one click the brokerage website or the brokerage name, that's fine. They don't have that here. So you do have to have on like the prominent, like if it's a reel, it needs to be on like the first page is our logo. In the captions, you need to have Better Homes and Gardens, Real Estate, The Good Life Group, and then your name as a realtor. Displayed prominent. Goodness, I cannot speak to it. Goodness. Okay, so I did hand out some packets. So these give some really good examples of what is compliant and what is not. It does say Twitter. I mean, it's X now, but I still call it Twitter. So Facebook, this is showing, so it has this post here and it's got Greg Lemon Compliance Realty. So let's see. Okay, so because he on his name, like the name of his actual page is Greg Lemon and the Compliance Realty, that's the name of the brokerage. That's correct. So he does not need to add the logo or anything because he already identified himself as with the brokerage. So if the name of your Facebook page is like Lindsay Titus, the Good Life Group, the Good Life Group, you don't need to mention anything in your post because you've already made it where you're from. So that's a really great workaround. For X or Twitter, the name of the brokerage's business end should be in the tweet, so it can't be like a link in the tweet. So example would be several lots for sale in this desirable neighborhood. Chester Branson, Stay Out of Trouble Realty LLC. So just a little mention of the brokerage on that one. Instagram rules apply there as well. Prominent brokerage should be prominently displayed. And then even though Snapchat posts disappear quickly, they also still just have the logo or the brokerage name available. So that's kind of a basic, quick overview. Basically, just make sure you have the logo. You can go over this yourselves. This is just when I reached out to NREC because these are from 2021. They confirmed those are still relevant guidelines, but they did send out like an update of just like, hey, we've seen an increase in complaints about non-compliance, so they are cracking down. So if you want to read what the NREC director has to say about it, that's a letter on the second handout there. Essentially that is social media advertising compliance. We've got a couple of AI ones as well. So I'm again, there is a handout. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. Feel free to read through it on your own time. But I'll just kind of hit some overview points here. So I mean, number one, licensees are responsible for the conduct. I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory. But if you use AI to generate market data or a description of a house, and you're not reading through and checking it, and it's got things that are like either not fair use of their housing, or it's not accurate, that's on you for not checking, unfortunately. So you've got AI is a tool you use, but you have to make sure that you're reading through, you're making sure the information is correct, and that you're still in compliance with things that you're advertising or you're posting. Avoiding misleading or inaccurate information. So AI tools can generate inaccurate or fabricated information called hallucinations. You really have to review everything. I thought of this too late. I was like, we should have done a, like, guess which photo is AI and which one is not, because it's like becoming so difficult, you know? I used to be like, I would scroll and be like, how do you not know this AI is AI? And now I'm like, oh my gosh, what a cute puppy doing a crazy thing. And the comments are like, it's AI. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So it's crazy, but you really got to make sure that, you're accurately, showing your listing.
Hey Lindsay, I know we're not discussing SOA,
Yeah.
but also in your photos, we get a lot of people asking about that with our photos, and I saw a house the other day that they just staged it, right? They virtually staged it, but it added a window.
Yes.
The agent, I don't think they caught it, and there was a huge, I was like, look at this, look
Yeah.
at this. And
Yeah,
so,
you have
and they
to
didn't
really-
denote, even if it's just you changed a rug, you have to put it compliance wise, you have to say that you virtually staged.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. So, I mean, I'll even skip over to that one. So, it talks about transparency and disclosure. So with virtual staging, you have to disclose it. So, no, thank you for bringing that up. So, virtual staging is a fantastic tool, can save time, save money, save effort. You have to disclose it. And like Lisa was saying, you have to make sure that the house still looks like the house. So like, I've seen ones where they added an entire doorway or like they removed a fireplace. And it's difficult because your brain just fills in things when you copy and you assume it's like an exact copy. You have to make sure that like the important things are still there. And then you do have to disclose like this has been virtually staged, just to make sure.
Can I just, one more thing we saw where people would, in meaning they would put a pretend fire in the fireplace. I don't know if you guys heard about this one, but the fireplace didn't work. No, the agent didn't know that, the photographer didn't know that, and there was a big, like, it was a big to-do later, because the people that moved in were, so.
No, that's a good point. And even stuff like,
Cozy.
yeah, adjusting like the brightness or the contrast. Like I like to zhuzh it up a little bit with the winter, especially make photos look brighter, but yeah, make sure the paint colors are the same. You gotta make sure it's still accurately representing, the home.
We run into a lot of people wanting that, and we just.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, let's see. So, another really big point is just, consumer privacy, confidentiality. AI tools can collect and store data. So make sure that you're still complying with privacy and confidentiality requirements. That the information you're putting in is not their personal or financial information. Don't put their personal or financial information into the AI. So, I mean, I don't know why you do that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe if you're trying to build like a hand up for them or like a financial document, don't put all that info into the AI because it's collecting and storing. Let's see, fair housing and anti-discrimination. I mean, this one's pretty obvious, but if your AI spits out a caption or something that's like targets or excludes people based on race, religion, national origin, you gotta make sure that you're checking that stuff that is staying compliant. So make sure you're reviewing your AI generated materials for languages, and just making sure that it stays compliant. I think, yeah. So that's what we got. It's just kind of being aware and using common sense and just making sure that you're not using AI as a crutch, using it as a tool, and you're continuing to monitor the information that it is coming out.
Yeah, and so that's a great plug for Jason Pantana, who we've been talking about, who we'll have 3 webinars with. I'm sure he will touch on this as well, and ways to be mindful of using AI in like a responsible way, so you're not finding yourself in a bad situation.
Yes.
So so these handouts are great reference. Of course, if there's anything specific to what the commission is stating, we'll just want to reach out to them directly. But Lindsay adheres to these things whenever she's helping to post on your behalf.
Yeah.
So
also Max put in the chat that unless it's changed, Iowa is a 1 click away state. So if you're advertising for Iowa listings, you don't have to disclose the brokerage on the initial page. You can be a click and then to the brokerage website. So, well, thank you guys so much for attending and listening. Do you guys have any questions before we wrap up?
Yeah, anything related to Canva or any of the other supplemental pieces of info that we went over? Not me, Lindsay went over.
Good information.
Anything? Yeah,
I was easily able to take one of the flyers that I made in Canva and do a JPEG or PNG and put it into ReChat
Oh, awesome.
very
Okay.
easily.
oh,
So-
great, okay,
Good to know.
cool. Gosh, we could even, I could help with this, film like a probably 2-minute loom or something, video, just showing you exactly how to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you found it to be pretty simple.
Yeah, I just found a blank template and just uploaded the picture.
Mhm.
And it created the whole flyer.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
great.
So
Cool.
Yeah, so a great way to connect those tools. And then, I think you might have already mentioned it, but like, at what point, well, maybe you did. At what point would you recommend that people can maybe downgrade their pro?
Oh,
account?
sure, yeah. So question was in here in the chat, at what point can you downgrade your pro account? So, okay, my only thought is if you're on a team, you're gonna lose access to the team. So I would say, if you're just sharing your files one by one, you can downgrade now. You can still share them. You're not gonna lose anything by downgrading. If you are wanting to kind of migrate them a little quicker and add your new account onto a team, you're probably gonna want to make sure you have what you have migrated over and make sure you have a copy, because as soon as you lose pro, you won't be on a team with your old one anymore. So you need to make sure that your new designs are with the team. So
Yeah.
that's what I would say.
Okay. Yeah, and if anyone needs help with that, they could reach out to you
Yeah.
for some support.
Mhm.
But I mean, the goal is, right, that you're going to be able to save some money every year by not having to pay for pro. What would that be? 120 a year, I think. Yeah, so, or more if I think if you're
Yeah.
doing monthly,
Yeah.
but. Well, great. Thank you very much. Any kind of questions, you guys can stick around.
Yeah.
Anything else in the chat? So, thanks, but. Awesome.
Excellent.
Thank you.
We'll be doing the same class tomorrow.
Oh, you have to end the call.
Yep.
I know.
We're the host.
Maybe.
No, she's the entire.
Bottom right. Oh, wait.